the end of the day, this movie is Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reese.
And I'm Dan.
And this week, we're reviewing Reservoir Dogs. When a simple jewelry heist goes horribly wrong, the surviving criminals begin to suspect that one of them is a police informant.
Would it be blasphemous to say that this is a great student film?
Blasphemous. This is classically probably one of the greatest student films of all time. Shocked when I watched it again, because this movie flies by.
It does.
An hour and a half long, and it feels like a short film. Feels like 50 minutes, really.
And it's where's
the word you're going for?
I've lost it. I've lost it. Oh, it's a great start to an awesome set of films to follow.
Correct. We're going to be doing the Quentin Tarantino filmography from now on.
We're both stumbling on our words.
I know, yeah. We're tired and I had a headache. Anyway, nonetheless, we're going to be doing that. And Reservoir Dogs is his first foray into film. And let's face it, he came in guns blazing, literally.
Guns akimbo.
Yeah. And this film, although a student film, you can see the quality of the sound, some of the shots in the film.
So it's very low budget. Well, million or so dollars, yeah.
But the thing, and we can chalk that up to...
Yeah, we can. Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing him along, and Harvey Keitel read the script and he was like, I got to make this movie, and put 1.5 million in. Yeah. He was going to make it for $33,000 in black and white.
Black and white.
This movie deserved more than that. Definitely glad that occurred. But at the end of the day, this movie is it's a piece of cinema history.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Yeah,
and he's actually made a name for himself.
Yeah,
doing this type of work.
The beginning of an auteur in all retrospect.
Perfect. Yeah,
and someone where you can see straight from the get-go understood the style that he wanted.
Yep.
His use of chapters in films, his soundtrack, his cadence in dialogue,
and picking actors,
his actor's choice,
and cinematographers. Like, this is a start of again good things to come.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's face it, every one of these actors, my God,
man, so good. Like Harvey Keitel alone, man. Like I said before, I think he's better than De Niro. And I can see De Niro playing his part as well.
Keitel's amazing. But then Tim Roth, in moments like the bedroom scene where he's talking to himself. And
even in the car.
I mean, telling the story. And
it's
all of these moments. Steve Buscemi literally just knocking down doors. And let's face it, Michael Madsen is so cool in this movie. That it's painful.
This is what I like about this movie. Each character has a strong story to tell behind, and Tarantino has got this brain where you can actually just believe it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You can believe it. You know, this is not how people talk. You know, this is a world that doesn't exist. Yeah. It's there. But do I want to be in it?
Yeah, but he
for
adds,
a moment, yeah.
And he adds a hint of the real world in there.
Yes,
like as Declan was saying, like when they walk out of the shed.
Yes.
Or the mortuary.
Yeah, the mortuary. What it
and
really was.
People playing and stuff, and he just goes back into hell again. It's so good, and it's just so seamless.
Yeah, he really is a genius at style. And if we want to talk about genius, talk about the dialogue of this film.
Yeah, man.
Every little piece of dialogue, the pacing, the cadence, how it's spoken, how it's screamed at people, or just anything is just so... There is nothing else to say, but it is so Tarantino. It really is no other word for how he talks, how he makes his characters talk.
Yeah, and I see that as a gift, and he's had that opportunity, and he's had the luck, to get shown. Because I'm sure there's 1,000 other Tarantino's out there because there's so much talent around in any industry. We were talking about it in the podcast, and look, he got his opening, and he grabbed the bull by the horns and just went and full steam ahead, and look where he is now.
Exactly, and he got it at a point in time in history where the auteurs were coming out. They were coming out of everywhere. We had Kevin Smith, Robert Rodriguez, we had Richard Linklater, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro was dipping his toe at that point in time. Man. I mean, if there was ever a time for people to be coming up in film, it was the very late 80s, mid to early 90s.
Yeah.
And he is by far probably the most well-known out of all of them.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. I think he's up there with Spielberg, honestly.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, with quality even of film, there's very rarely a dipping point. And when he does dip...
it's still good.
It's still awesome.
It's still good.
So, in all retrospect, Reservoir Dogs as a film. Final thoughts, Dan, on Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, final thoughts. I will agree that it... Well, I actually said the statement. It to me, it feels like a student film, but it's like he's done 1,000 other student films before that, and he's learnt from his mistakes, but he's just pushed it all into the one film.
Yeah.
The blocking's perfect. The directing's perfect.
Oh my god, the blocking's amazing.
The scenes are perfect. The story's perfect. Oh man, the music's perfect.
Yeah.
Everything just gels, and it just flies by. You just want to watch it again.
Which, by the way, I'd like to interject and say that if this was never a movie, what a banging theater show it is. This is like a perfect way to do a theater show.
Yeah, man.
One room, you very rarely have to jump out of it. So, it's insanity. With the writing.
But what makes
chops.
it so good is it's just so simple.
It is. It is super simple.
So simple. And I think most of his films are like that, but he just advances on them.
Yeah, every single time he gets big. Well, he does get bigger later, but he turns that bigger into more epic instead. So it has nothing to do with less simplicity. Inglourious Basterds is a very simple film if you think about it.
Yep.
But he makes it feel like an epic.
Yeah. He adds, there's more acting chops in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The cinematography is just ridiculously good.
Yeah. But we will get to that.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
The scenery, just everything. The world he creates is just so damn good.
Yeah, and Reservoir Dogs is definitely, even from my perspective, his first way to just shotgun the door in to the film industry and say, hey, I'm here and this is me ready to go. Yeah. I've got 10 other things I'm brewing and ready to bring out to the world.
It makes you think that, eh?
Yeah.
Does he already have the ideas ready to go?
He had True Romance already written and also From Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, that's crazy already.
I'm just going to say, this is like, you get those artists that come out with an album. They've got, usually the first album's a banger.
Yeah, it's their first album and then their sophomore is the second one.
Yeah, but this feels like we're still on his first album.
Yeah.
Every song is a banger. Just bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, pretty much. It feels like he just keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd say there is one or two sophomores, but sophomores aren't always the worst albums. So
it's fine. Yeah. But 7.5 for me.
Yeah, for me, definitely this is an 8, and that's just because I don't think we're going to dip much lower than a 7 with any Tarantino movie. But Reservoir Dogs is just a feat of initial filmmaking. I can't think of any film from any other director whose first film was this good. So big props.
Memento.
Okay. Then again, Enemy's pretty good too with Villeneuve.
Yeah. Well, that's his first mainstream. Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
That's good. But
it's good.
But we're talking
Duel.
about...
God damn it.
We're talking about freaks here, though. These guys
are freaks. They're
freaks.
They're the best of the best.
And as much as I rat on Nolan,
he's amazing.
Yeah, they're all great films, but I think I prefer...
Even Doodlebug with Nolan, his first short film was amazing.
Yeah, I just prefer... I think like I said, I'm Nolaned out.
Yeah, right? For you now.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm getting over the...
You got 4 more years until another one comes out. It's okay.
But I'm liking... I do like the Tarantino, the Villeneuve stuff.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about sci-fi with Nolan, I prefer Villeneuve stuff.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But that's his personal preference.
Yeah. Well, Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and check out Neon Radio Podcast for more spoil-filled, in-depth reviews.
Also, check out Neon Radio Reviews on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date.
Thanks for watching this week, and I hope you'll join us on the journey for the Quentin Tarantino filmography. Dan, can you take us out?
I will, Mr. Pink.